What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. John North Ford Lincoln Nissan here in Emporia. It's Monday. It's 12 o'clock. It is time for Car Confessions. I come to you guys every week on Monday at 12 o'clock, which happens to coincide with the tornado testing here. But I come to you every week and give you some type of sales topic, tip, or tactic when it comes to car shopping, car buying, as well as alternate in some interviews with entrepreneurs, small business owners, to change it up a little bit and see what makes them different from somebody that punches a clock from 9 to 5 every day and just does that daily grind. So this topic has I'm doing this, it was brought up lately. I've had a number of young drivers looking at cars, young drivers that are not familiar with cruise control, when it should be used, when it should not be used. I had a couple of them asking me, they were looking online and saw that using cruise control in rain increases wrecks. So they were asking me about it, and I told them, always defer to the owner's manual. But that got me to thinking, maybe I should do something more than just tell them to refer to the owner's manual. So I did some research. I did some looking. Yes, there is an increase in accidents with people using cruise control, not just in rain, but in inclement weather. Most of the time, it is because it is not a cruise control issue, it's an excessive speed issue. So here's 5 things to keep in mind and remember when you're using the cruise control, not only during good weather, but in inclement weather as well. So number 1, starting off, what is cruise control? Cruise control is a mechanical system, electronic system in vehicles that is designed for a speed maintaining system. It allows you to go a certain speed without having to press on the accelerator, let off the accelerator. So first and foremost, number one thing to keep in mind, this is a convenience item, convenience feature for highway driving. This is for going long distances on the highway, so you don't always have to press on the accelerator, let off the accelerator. If you're going you have speed limit 75, you can use the cruise control, set it at 75, 77, whatever, instead of having to press on the accelerator to go up a hill to keep 75, and then of course let off the accelerator going downhill so you're not ending up at 85 on the way down. So there is a history of danger when using cruise control, again, because a lot of it has to do with excessive speed, not the cruise control or not the weather itself. So people are worried and concerned about using cruise control in inclement weather. I can't even talk today. Well, if it's inclement weather, what about excessive speed? What about bald tires? How much tread do you have on your tires? What about when it's not inclement weather and it's bright and sunny like it is today? What about drunk driving? What about texting while you're driving? What about kids distracting you in the back? All of this comes into play, and it comes down to you have to pay attention to what you're doing, what's going on. Number 2 is loss of control. As I mentioned, the loss of control can be due to excessive speed. Cars typically, unless there is a major malfunction, do not just all of a sudden lose control while you're driving down the road. They don't just speed up or stop on their own, depending on what you have activated and how your vehicle is equipped. So excessive speed plays a lot into this, especially when it can be some type of inclement weather. And with a lot of distractions now, it's not just kids anymore. It's people on their phones, people playing with the radio. That's why you see more and more vehicles with as much on the steering wheel as possible, because it is a safety design. It is a safety feature, so your hands don't have to leave the steering wheel. Because it's safety. The manufacturers don't want you to be reaching for your phone, reaching to change the channel, the volume on the radio, whatever the case may be. I mean, but this may be going a little far, because we're all expert drivers, right? I mean, none of us have had any speeding tickets, moving violations, car wrecks. Can anybody watching this say that? I cannot say that I haven't had any of what I just mentioned. So if you've had any of those, car wreck, speeding ticket, raise your hand. Put a 1 in the comment. I've done it. I have. It happened. My wife has too. It happens. Number 3 is the weather. Can the weather play a factor into this? Yes, it can. Because when it's raining, if it's just coming down and you can barely see the front of your car or the taillights of the vehicle in front of you, there is a higher chance you don't want to use the cruise control going 65, maybe 75. You want to be going as fast as the road conditions allow, because the tires can only shed so much water, disperse so much water out the side. It's physics. It's not mechanical failure. It's physics. They can only disperse so much water depending on how fast you're going. Because water it acts as a lubricant when it's on the road. So there is a chance for hydroplaning, which goes back to excessive speed, not the use of the cruise control. So for new drivers, young drivers, inexperienced drivers, whatever you want to call yourself, and as a reminder to all of us more veteran drivers, going as fast as the road conditions allow will allow you to keep control and stay in your lane in the vehicle, reduce the chance of a car wreck or ending up in the ditch by slowing down. It's not to say you can't use the cruise control, but you can use the cruise control going 40, 45 instead of 65 or 70. Number 4, responsibility. On the road, we all have to be responsible, and we all have to take that responsibility on ourselves to pay attention, make sure we know what we're doing, what the road conditions are, knowing the tread on your tires, and knowing, okay, I'm going to use the cruise control, but I know what I'm doing. I know I'm going to have to speed up a little bit, help it out, so the RPMs don't go from 2,800 to 6,500 on this hill coming up. Because a lot of you know, around here in the Flint Hills and Missouri, Arkansas, in the Branson, Eureka Springs area, there's hills everywhere. There's times you're going to have to help out that cruise control to maintain speed, so you keep that RPM, 2,600, 3,600, and it doesn't jump clear up to over 6,000 RPM. That's going to put a lot of wear and tear on there. But choose the appropriate speed for what the highway conditions are. It's that simple. You have to take responsibility. If you wreck because you're not paying attention, or you hit somebody when it's raining because you have the cruise control set at 75 and you hydroplane and can't stop, that's your fault. You chose to go 75 on the cruise control when everybody else is going 55 to 60. You wonder why you're passing everybody and you're looking at them like these guys can't drive. What the hell? And then you start to lose control because your tires can only push so much water out the side. Your fault. Take responsibility. Don't blame the cruise control. Don't blame the vehicle. So just to recap for you guys, number one, remember it's a convenience feature while you're on the highway. Number two, there can be a loss of control if you're not paying attention, depending on what your tires are, how fast you're going. Number three is the weather. We've all been there. We all know the weather can play a factor in it, and you have to choose an appropriate speed for that. And know if it's raining, if it's just downpouring just ungodly bad, you're not going to be able to go 75. You may be going 40, 45. Number four is responsibility. You're the one driving. It's your vehicle. You're the one that chose the cruise control speed. Your fault if something happens. Not the vehicle's, not vehicle just cruise control just automatically engaged. No, doesn't happen. Number five is manual control. You still have the option if it's raining, if it's snowing, if there's ice already on the ground, you have that option to not use the cruise control and continue driving just in manual mode. If you notice that while you're driving, the vehicle starts to slip and the cruise control is on, there's two things you can do that allow you to stay in control of the vehicle and not in the ditch. Number one, turn the cruise control off. Turn the cruise control off, it will disengage and you'll start to slow down automatically. Number two is tap the brakes. Tap the brakes. Don't mash on the brakes, that's only going to make it worse. Tap the brakes, that will disengage the cruise control and you can slow down and have manual control over the speed. I hope this helps answer some of the questions. Please share this out for some of the new drivers, inexperienced drivers. Share this out for some of the more seasoned drivers that just need a reminder. We all need that reminder. We all need that refresher from time to time. So stay safe, choose a safe speed, pay attention, brake when necessary. I hope this helps answer some of your questions. Please make sure you like, share this out. If you're watching this on YouTube after this live, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Matt in the hat, John North Ford, Lincoln, Nissan here in Emporia. I do this because your experience matters, guys. You need to know, you need to stay informed. Thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome Monday. Take care.